Welcome to day 5 of the Cozy Rosy Vlogmas. Today is Monday, usually my day off, but there's lots to do. So we're going to get cracking with getting some errands done, followed by a little bit of Christmas generosity and finally getting the wreath up. Today, trying to get myself ready for the week ahead. I'm up, I'm washed and I'm dressed, which is no mean feat because Monday is usually my lazy day after working the weekend. Set myself up for the week with a little bit of relaxation, or at least a lazy start to the day. I'm up, I have written my list for the week ahead. There's quite a lot on there and I'm quite excited to get quite a few things ticked off the list as well. Yesterday I was showing you my pattern that I was going to work on yesterday. I didn't do it. So this afternoon I am planning a relaxing day in front of the fire, crocheting, maybe with a little cheeky Christmas film playing on the TV as I crochet. I'm going to pop into work very shortly because today is a special double discount day for our staff. So I'm going to go and pick up a few bits for myself. I've got something that I've ordered in, which I'm really excited to get hold of. And I've also set aside kind of a fixed amount of money that I'm going to use for donations for my local food bank. My husband's kindly doubled up my money for me. So I've got £100 to spend on donations. And I'm going to be going for kind of craft kits and toys to give to the food bank for them to go alongside their food parcels. And also all the donations that I'm making today, I'm also using my staff discount to get the best price on those as well, to make a bigger donation too. So children have a little present to open on Christmas morning. Even talking about that wants me to well up. I hate the idea that someone's going to wake up on Christmas morning and not have enough food, not have actually just any blooming day of the week. It's something that really kind of upsets me, is the idea. I know that a lot of us are struggling to keep our homes warm this year, but the idea of someone not having enough food for Christmas, not having a present to open on Christmas morning, it's getting to me. It gets to me. So I'm going to try and do my little bit that I can to make a little bit of a donation to the food bank. I've spoken to them and double checked that they're okay to distribute them. So I'm going to go and get loads, like as much as I can for that total of £100 and get them from loads of different age ranges. So I'm going to just see what I can get within that money. I'm also going to be picking up some extra bits to finally finish off my wreath. I want to get that up today. As I was walking Emily yesterday around the streets, so many people had their trees up. There were lights outside their doors and I just want to at least get something up today. I know that next Sunday, or Sunday coming, is going to be the day we put our tree up. I'm hoping we're going to go and get a real one next Sunday because I'd really like to have a real tree this year. We couldn't, when Rosie was alive, she was a bit of a mischievous dog, so we couldn't really get away with having a real tree. Emily's so much more placid that I think we're going to be okay to do it this year. This week is actually really busy. I'm going to share with you tomorrow, well, I might share with you too what it comes out like. I have an appointment tomorrow to have a skin treatment that I don't really know very much about, but a friend's recommended it to me. So I'm going to go take a bit of a drive to go and get that done. Wednesday I'm out for my meal. I hope you saw my top that I've finally finished in yesterday's video. I'm also out on Thursday. I'm having a little Christmas date with my mum. We're going to go shopping in one of my favourite shopping centres. Their Christmas lights are always second to none. And Friday, that's it, back to work again. In between all of that, I have lots of work to do as well. I still have to share with you the beautiful things that I bought at the craft fair on Friday. But for now, it's time to get out, get the food shop done, go to work, pick up the bits that I want. And I'm still going to have to walk Emily. I'm going to see if the rain has held off this morning, go and get that done now so that she's a nice tired doggy, so I can crack on with all the work that I have. I've got 2 massive admin jobs hanging over me at the moment that I really need finished this week. One of them is my tax return and the other is that I upgraded my mailing list. So I need to make sure that everything works in the background. I've got it linked to a couple of my other products. So I have a lot of pattern bundles that are automatically sent out and I don't think they've synced automatically. So I just need to double check all of that as well. So there's a good few hours work in that alone. Add on my tax return and I've got a pattern coming out on Friday. It's a lot. Oh, and I need to finish filming one of the designs for Crochet Fashion Week so we can get that ready to release as well. It's the 5th of December and I am planning releases for February, March time. So at least I'm ahead of myself in that respect. Yeah, I still have a pattern to get ready for Friday. Well, I'm rambling and I need to get out of the house. So the rain is holding off. I'm going to go and walk Emily, go to work, well, go shopping at work, get my bits and pieces, and I'll meet you back here probably when I'm ready to chill out, actually. But I'm going to definitely share with you my crochet afternoon because I'm looking forward to it. My aim is to be back on the sofa by 1 o'clock today, all the way through to Emily's feeding time. That's my goal. I will see you on the sofa. So this morning has run away with me like it always does, but I'm home. I've picked up and dropped off everything for the food bank. That £100 went very far. So we had £100 to spend in store and filled up 2 massive carrier bags, and it felt amazing to actually give what I could. I don't have a lot to spare like many people this time of year, but it's lovely to know that everyone is being so generous where they can be. So we're getting on with the wreath. I picked up some extra bits to add on today. So I wanted to share what I'm doing because this is an incredibly old wreath. As you can see, it was only £16.99, and I've had it many, many years from B&M. I've just had a quick look online, and they have many of their wreaths are still on offer at the moment. So some of them are half price, some of them are pre-lit, some of them aren't. This is, or was, I don't know how big this is. It's this big, so I don't know what that is. It's probably, I'm not sure how they measure them, but it has 50 lights on it already. Now this is not the first year that I've dressed this wreath, but it is suitable for indoor and outdoor, and it's always been outdoors. It's about 5, maybe 6 years old, maybe 4, no, probably is 5 or 6 years old now. And it's having another Christmas outside again. It's battery operated, so I don't have to find a plug for it or anything like that. And I'm going to show you what I've already got on there and how I'm going to make some adjustments. Something I'd really like to know is do you put a wreath out on your door where you live, or do you kind of just stick with the inside decorations? I really like a wreath. I don't know why though. I really like the tradition of putting a wreath on a home. I don't know if it is a tradition or it's just something I like to do. I might have to research that and come back to you. But let me know in the comments if you put a wreath on your door. So as you can see, there's not a huge amount going on with this wreath. It's all quite brown and boring, which I'm not against. I would have liked a few more berries on it. We do have a lovely big red shiny bow, but I need to update it because quite a few things have been damaged over the years. You can see that one's had its day. So I'm going to take the broken bits off. I think this is actually a garland, so I might have to split this. If I look at it here, it looks like it's just a garland. So I'm going to split that, take off the broken bits. I've got my glue gun ready, and we're going to dress this a little bit smarter. So I'm going to give this a bit of a fluff out before I go any further. I probably should check the lights, shouldn't I? Before I go any further, is that still attached? Yes. So we still have our big red bow, we still have lots of things. Let's grab some batteries and turn these lights on. Pop them in. So it still lights up lovely and nicely. The lights are quite well even. So that battery pack can just go back in the back there. It's kind of hidden. And I'd say we are pretty much ready to decorate. Hi, this is Tired Emily and Fiona. We're just sat here editing the video of me making or changing the wreath over. And I've probably showed you in the video already that I purchased some oranges and some cinnamon sticks to go onto the wreath. I didn't end up using them, but I also didn't record me adding the decoration to the wreath because I forgot to press the record button. So I'm just jumping in to say I simply used a whole new garland that I had. I purchased it a little while ago to use in some photos, and I've just added that onto the wreath, and you're going to see how beautiful it looks, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm not pleased with myself for not pressing record. If you have an old house like mine and you've tried to hang a wreath using one of those door hangers, even maybe your PVC doors as well. We have a solid wood door, original to the house. Don't worry, we have changed the lock since we moved in. Those kind of indoor door hangers are not going to be wide enough to go over the width of your door. My door's about that wide and those hangers only go over that size. So for previous years, I've just tied a bit of pretty ribbon, usually in a festive colour, and then use that to hang. But obviously I don't want to put a nail in the front of my door, so I will show you what I've done and my alternative that I've used in previous houses as well. So I'm quite high up because I'm currently on a chair and I need to turn the camera around. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do first of all. I'm going to make sure I've got my wreath facing the way I want it, and I'm going to hang it on a hook inside the door. Now, if like me you have pets that you don't want escaping as you hang this up, this is my top tip. Hang it from the inside and then just swing it around the door and it should be in the right place. So I literally have a hook, oh God. I literally have a hook which is here just for hanging my wreath. I pop it over the hook and I'm making sure that I've got extra length on my wreath before putting it through over the door, if that makes sense, because I'm going to double wrap this or triple wrap it if I can to make sure that it's super secure. If you don't have a hook, what I have done before is used an upside down command strip, so it's facing the same way as this. So your command hook would be upside down so that you can clip it onto the hook. So this will be turned upside down. Oh my God, there's a draft coming through that. That's why this house is so cold. And then once your wreath is too far down for where you want it, you can open your door and swing your wreath around. So I just make sure that it's secure on this side. It's gone up around the hook here. And if I get off the chair, make sure that everything's where it needs to be. And my wreath is in place. Oh my God, it looks stunning. Yeah, I am pretty happy with that indeed. In fact, yeah, it looks so much fuller than the last one, and I love the red. I have a blue door and I think it looks so much nicer. And we have an Emily who's gotten up. So yeah, there's the wreath. We're shutting the door now. So at least we have one Christmas thing up. The wreath is on and out. It's not dark outside yet, but when it is, it will be glistening with those beautiful, that big red bow and those glistened apples. Who knows? I now, of course, have some oranges and cinnamon sticks that I don't know what to do with. They're not cooking cinnamon sticks, so I can't cook with them. Perhaps you have some ideas of what I can do with them. I don't want them to go to waste. I'm going to package them back up for now and deal with them later. But at least we have something Christmassy up now that it's the 5th of December. I've still got so much to do when it comes to decorating. I think maybe chipping away at every single day might be a good idea. It means that I can get a little bit done every day and keep tidying up. Now, Wreath has shed quite a lot, so I'm going to tidy the dining room and get this back to normal, and then I'm going to call it crochet time. I still want to get the craft fair stuff edited for you. I still haven't showed you what I bought, and there's some beautiful things in there. One I'm going to have to get packaged up and shipped soon over to my friend. But yeah, I'm calling it a crochet afternoon. I need to get on with that design. That's what's playing on my mind at the moment. But I'm really pleased with what I've got done today. It certainly feels more festive every single day. It probably helped that when I was on the way to the food bank, I did get to hear my favourite Christmas song of all time, which you might disagree with me on, which is Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. Just the start of that song is heralding the start of Christmas for me, 100%. So my wreath might not be quite as handmade as I would like, but I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. And you know what? Sometimes we just have to take the simple route, even if it is just adding a pre-made garland onto a pre-lit wreath. It's going to last for years. That last garland lasted 5 or 6 years. I'm sure this one's going to last the same. And I really like the traditional colours of red and gold at Christmas anyway, so I'm really happy with it. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I will see you tomorrow for the next one.